raising awareness at how bystanders can help save lives, and local first responders are helping to educate the public. My morning co-anchor Stephen Graves is in studio with free CPR classes, Stephen, that are being offered here in Palm Beach Gardens. They were here at the station last week. You took part. I was very bummed that I was off that day because I missed the whole thing.
It was a great class. I'm here with Palm Beach Gardens Fire Rescue Lieutenant Michael Ventura and Casey Klein, who teach these classes across the city. A great class. You have to attend it. We're going to get to those details in just a second. But let's start out with Palm Beach Gardens being a heart community, I forget the exact name, a heart safe community. Right. Tell us about that.
So in 2022, Palm Beach Garden Fire Rescue became a heart safe community. We're the first fire department in the state of Florida to receive that designation. With that, there's a certain amount of criteria we had to meet to receive that designation. One of them was a AED registry. And we, with a combination with PulsePoint, we registered over 283 AEDs in the city of Palm Beach Gardens. Another thing was training the citizens of Palm Beach Gardens, whether you either work or live in the community. You want to establish 15% of that. Another thing that was part of the criteria was developing a 24/7 box, public access box, to where we are able to have access to AEDs through all of our parks and through 24 hours, 7 days a week that you can access these AEDs.
All right, great. And bystanders CPR, so important, hands only.
Yes, sir.
We've had some cases locally, some involving children, where this was very important. Casey, tell us about that.
Yeah, so we cannot stress enough the importance of bystander CPR. In fact, 100% of the patients that Palm Beach Gardens Fire Rescue runs calls on, where the patient is experiencing cardiac arrest, the common denominator in those that survive is 100% of them received bystander CPR. So that's a huge piece why the city has been so aggressive in promoting these CPR classes, devoting time and energy and resources. So we can't tell you how critically important it is. 90% of cardiac arrest patients do not survive when they occur out of the hospital. And every minute that someone's down in cardiac arrest, 10% survivability comes off the top. So our crews are well trained, are well equipped, but it's 4 or 5 minutes before they will get there. So we need someone to get on the chest and start those compressions.
And I love the class. You explained the difference between cardiac arrest and a heart attack. It was very thorough. You're looking at pictures here of last classes that you've done. You can see it's very active. You learn the hands-on technique. We learned it was going to stand alive. And there are different things you really learn through this. So tell us how people can get a class and have you come out.
That's awesome, yeah. So Palm Beach Garden Fire Rescue, we offer free classes, that's important, free, every third Tuesday of the month. We rotate them. We do adult 1 month, and then the next month we switch to infant and child CPR. So with that being said, every third Tuesday of the month, and then we just rotate that class and we split those up like that.
All right, you guys are great teachers. I was there, experienced myself.
Thank you.
I walked away with it, learning a lot, and things I remember. One of the biggest things you all said was, if you're in an office setting, even in a home, and you have a family, and you get in a situation like that, designate different tasks, right?
That's right. We teach. It's not just teaching CPR in that class. It's how to run an emergency, what to do in case of an emergency. It takes somebody to get into a leadership role of that, to be able to run that emergency, and that's part of the class, is not just learning how to push on somebody's chest. It's more the importance of how to handle that emergency if you're faced with that. So.
And it's hard to do that motion, so you got to build up that arm strength.
Build up that endurance, for sure.
Absolutely. All right, gentlemen, thank you so much for stopping by. And if you're at home listening to this and want them to come to, like I said, your business and help you learn about this, you can go right now to our website, WPBF.com. Right now, we have a link up where you can learn more.